I started by saying jealousy is most of the time rooted in an insecurity you have. And I have, for that matter. They're like assholes or opinions. We all have insecurities, and they're hard to recognize. They're hard to admit. They're hard to look in the mirror, look in the face, and say, like, yeah, I am insecure about that thing. Like, guys don't do that. Guys don't admit their insecurities. We're not taught to do that. Like, society has told us that we're not supposed to have insecurities, and when we do, we should push them down or we should grow out of them pretty quickly because, like, they're not something that we should talk about. And specifically in the past maybe 10 or so years, like, guys having insecurities has been recognized. Like, oh, I'm not as confident as I want to be, and that's okay. Or I struggle with my mental health, and like that is an insecurity I have, and that's okay. Like, there are solutions for these things, and you don't have to go through them alone. They don't have to be things that are just in your head that you push down and shove down, because chances are they're gonna come back up in a way that will manifest in a pretty ugly way. Like, they're not gonna come up and just like push you can keep pushing them down all you want, but like they're gonna come back up. And guys having insecurities is now a recognized thing. I think that's one of the most important parts about guy set, is that like talking about the things that you're not like you don't feel so good in, and admitting those to yourself. And I think jealousy is one of the best indicators or ways to notice this and recognize these things. Jealousy is deeply rooted in insecurity. So look at jealousy the way you look at yourself in the mirror in the morning when you first get up to go to brush your teeth, or right after you go pee in the morning. You don't always look good in the morning. Chances are you probably look pretty bad in the morning. Your hair's a mess, you have bedhead, your breath's maybe not so great, you need to put on deodorant, you have to pee, maybe you have to shit, and there's bags under your eyes, maybe you're exhausted, maybe you didn't sleep that well. Like, that is what jealousy looks like too. It's not so pretty, is it? Not all of our emotions are, and they're not supposed to be. But jealousy sure is a mirror to how we're feeling about ourselves or something in our lives. What is the thing that's making you feel that way? What they have. Is it the bedhead? Is it the bags under your eyes? Is it the bad breath? Which one is it, the thing? And it's usually ugly or imperfect. And the thing is, we don't like to analyze those insecurities and look them in the face. Like, I talked about society as like a thing that has pushed down our insecurities into like, don't talk about those, push them down, put them back. Like, if you're a guy specifically, I choked. If you're a guy specifically, don't talk about those, put them back down. And ourselves, we don't like to talk about them. Like, outside of society, like, we don't like to do that either. Human beings don't like to admit our flaws or our faults or our insecurities or our imperfections. We like to cover it up and wash our face and brush it away and wash our hair as fast as possible. We wet our hair and shower and put in gel. We brush our teeth. We wash our face. We go to the bathroom. We wipe. We do all the things. We don't like to stay in that ugly place for too long, because who does? It's hard to look at jealousy in the face and ask yourself, why am I feeling that way? What is making me feel insecure? What is making me feel vulnerable and weak? What's making me jealous? None of us want to admit that. We want to cover it up. We want to move on and get on with our day and go to the next thing and distract ourselves from the things that are actually bothering us, the things that are making us feel jealous. We want to do all these things to get out of our head, and none of us want to deal with the insecurities or the vulnerabilities. And I think this is the most important one here, using jealousy as a mirror, because it's the hardest to do. It's the hardest to master. It's the one that makes you feel weakest and lowest. To say to yourself, I don't have the thing that I want, but they do, is hard. Like, that's annoying. And it's, why do they have that and I don't? Like, it sucks. Like, it sucks to have to admit that, especially when it's a friend. That's really hard, because you want to be supportive and you want to be there for them, but you also have your own thoughts and your own feelings about the way things are for you. And it's important to acknowledge your own flaws and insecurities. And you don't have to tell them to anybody else. You don't have to admit them out loud. You can just say them to yourself. Acknowledge them yourself, so you can continue to be supportive of the friends or whoever it is, because that positive energy you're putting out to that person will surely flow back to you. I really do believe that.